Welcome to this presentation on the first workshop for Bio 5783, Introduction to the GXPs. Even though it's not listed first here, this is the first one that we're going to do, Industrial Organizational Structures. And we remind ourselves that every business, every corporation or small business, whatever, has to have organizational structure, and the flowchart is the standard for showing this. It can be revealed in different ways or displayed in different ways, but this is what we want to focus on in this exercise, this workshop, because flowcharts become a critical skill in biotechnology and in working in regulated settings. It's just a very quick way to put a lot of information in front of people for brainstorming, for reporting, and for understanding. When the FDA comes for an inspection, one of the first things they ask for is the organizational chart. And we'll take a look at a couple of examples and see how in a very short period of time we can draw some conclusions, raise some red flags, get some concerns, and things of that sort. So there's plenty of resources for you to find information about this online, but I think all of us understand a flowchart, and from this brief presentation you should be able to get your orientation and understand what is expected of you. So your group will be assigned. If some of you have already signed up, then you've committed your group, I guess. But anyway, you can work that out in the time you have today to focus on this. You'll just click on this group listing over here, and then it'll list them by number. And I'll just open that in a new window to show you real quick. Well, I'm already assigned to number one, so it won't let me see anything else. Anyway, it'll just list them all, and then you click the one that you're going to join up with, and then you'll get to see the group tools that you have. So you can use these: file exchange, collaboration, create a discussion board, or you can just send emails. This will send an email selectively to the members of your group, and it is email. It is not the course messenger system internal. This course message here. It should go through your external email. Anyway, test it, and then it shows the assignments that you have as a group. And you'll stay together as a group, or a team is the word that we're using. Group is the default term on Blackboard, but we're calling ourselves a team, so you'll have to assign a team leader. And the team leader will be responsible for submitting. The team leader can change from assignment to assignment. The team leader is responsible for submitting the assignment when it's ready. This is what assignment 1 looks like, or the 1-1 structural organizational chart. And the team leader will also present the final product of the team effort for the task on which you have been working. So here it just says submit the PDF of your company structural organizational chart that was presented by your group in class, I should say, and browse my computer, find your file, upload it, and then the team leader can enter into the comments here any additional information related to who contributed, who didn't contribute. It's your responsibility to do your work as a team member, and it's the team leader's responsibility, as well as every other team member's responsibility, to report differential efforts. If someone doesn't do anything, they should not get any credit. That's the way life works. So now we can take a look at the sample organizational chart that I have posted under learning modules. Once you're there, you'd click on Introduction to GLP Practices and GLP Supplement Materials. This is not the same folder, Intro to GLP, that is found on the course content homepage. This is under the learning modules, at least at the current time. I'm trying to get everything switched, but for now you'll find it here. So organizational chart under the supplemental materials is the only thing related to this workshop. And you can see we see the first page. I had clicked up here. Usually that'll open it into a separate PDF, but it just gave us a little more space here. Anyway, so we can see the executive board. This first page of this multi-page organizational chart yours can be 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages, however you determine is adequate for how you want to have your company structured at this time. Remember as well, you want to, for your company, you have to have a product, a market, and a company name, and decide whether you're going, what type of company is it going to be? A C corporation, an S corporation, an LLC, a partnership. So investigate the types of companies and learn from that and decide. If you go and work for a biotech company, you want to know whether it's an LLC or an S-Corp or a C-Corp. And what that really means. So we see the CEO sits on top, and then there are all the different divisions that answer directly to the CEO, and a second set down here. So based upon your company, your product, your market, these things might differ. This one just happens to be one for it seems pharmaceuticals and medical devices. You see medicines here, and then device, technology, and safety. This is the one I want you to focus on over here. What we are really interested in, if we were the FDA, is the Quality Assurance Unit, the QAU. Seems it would be here under the Inspection and Standards. The QAU should have direct communication, a direct link straight to the upper management. You'll see management throughout the presentations and their responsibilities. So there's the licensing division. It can go down in details, the business risk, device technology and safety. We're going to go to the inspections and standards. So what we're interested in here is the quality system, the QAU, the Quality Assurance Unit. But we can see GLP, GCP. I'm not sure what PV is or even GDP over here, but we recognize GLP, GCP, and GMP from our experiences. And then those each are broken into more detail. So let's just go look for here under the GLP, GCP, you see operations management, senior inspectors, and so on and so forth. Oh, GDP is good distribution practices. Did they have PV on another page there? Anyway, let's just roll along. There's licensing and certification. There's that one. Here's the divisional quality systems and standards management, and they have defective medicines report center, senior pharmaceutical assessor, and pharmaceutical assessor. So if I was the FDA coming to inspect this institution, I'd have questions about their quality assurance unit. Where is it? Where is it housed? To whom does it answer directly or indirectly? Right. So this division quality system standard, John Taylor, answers to, where'd that page go? Right, someone else, right? So I guess the answers to Gerald. So we'd want to know that for certain. We want that clear. So that's going to be the key focus of assessing the quality of your organizational chart. How well do you just simply put QAU right out here all by itself, goes to the top, and then has horizontal links to everything it's responsible for managing? That's the key point to be learned from this exercise, as well as you getting together as a team, deciding on your product, your market, your company name, company structure, and the type of company, and all those things. So here's one example. Every company webpage that you would go to, somewhere within it, they may get so large that they stop doing it, but in particular the small companies, somewhere you can find their organizational structure, their organizational chart. This is in a different language here, so I'm going to pretend. Anyway, when you look, where's their quality assurance? You can see here, where was it? Here under strategic business units, you've got production, GMP, and QA/QC, but we don't see it on here anyway. But if it was, it should have a line that goes straight to upper management. So again, even if this is veterinary, we'd want to see that clear linkage. To whom does this QA unit? You can have QA, QC, however it's structured for the company. Larger companies will have a separate QA unit and QC unit. The smaller one will have them both together, but you need to know that they are protected. If they answer to a study director and their job is at risk, if they are critical in evaluating the study under the authority of the study director, then you have a problem with your QA unit. They don't have the freedom to operate in a protected fashion. So there should be a linkage straight to the top. So therefore, an independent QC and assurance department is also in operation. I meant for all products and services. Right? And you see this, and that's a good message for any potential customers, but for an inspector, they want to know, to whom do they answer? Are they protected? Can they make independent calls and require that people, they can put people's jobs on the line, right? They can bring it to that point. Here's another company, a pharma company. And we can see the type of information the small business provides, the corporate regulatory compliance and quality assurance division. So we don't get a clear picture from this, to whom do they answer, and again, that's what we want. It is in place, and it seems to be there. And quality management, pharmacovigilance, and other things grouped into it. See, so what you want to see is that this is a separate and protected section. It doesn't necessarily have to be together with all of these others. And so that's here's the clinical and research quality assurance. So it's always critical that you can determine, and then we see from these flowcharts, we have no idea if these are separate, if they're culled out into a separate organizational system, so that they are protected from any of the people that they are inspecting and reporting on, and that they can give information directly to the highest level of management to influence all the responsibilities of the higher management. And as our lecture presentations on GLP and GMP and so on and so forth continue, you'll see that the management has many responsibilities. So a simple flowchart, you can use Microsoft Word templates, whatever template you might find. You set it up, save it as a PDF. Your team leader uploads it as the assignment, and we will schedule the presentations within a week or two of the day that you first initiate this workshop. So we don't ask you to sit down and do it now. We sit down and get it started now, and use the communication tools that you have available to you through Blackboard here, or just email, whatever works well for you, meeting face-to-face, virtually, whatever it may be. Complete your work in a timely fashion. Get the presentation prepared first, and then the team leader will present that, and it can be uploaded in the final acceptable version for the assignment. So I hope that gets you oriented to our first workshop, and the subsequent workshops will be organized in a similar fashion, with a brief introduction, and then just setting you off on your own in the classroom to organize and get your work done. Thank you very much.